What is a noun?
A noun is the for person. For
Yeah. Correct.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that can be a noun?
for something.
Thing. Mm-hmm.
Thing. Yes.
What else can be a noun? It's okay, don't worry. Person, thing, yeah. Idea.
Yeah.
Because
Places,
places, exactly.
things,
Things, we had things, ideas.
towns, actions.
Exactly. Actions.
Yeah,
Thank you.
actions. Yeah.
Actions. Exactly. Noun is actually a different name for name.
Mm.
You remember, okay, here I'm going to give you an example. Yesterday I saw a movie about Quran, actually. So in the beginning of the Quran, I'm going to use Quran now in my teachings. In the beginning of the Quran, we have that the God learned Adam the names of all things, right?
All right.
These are nouns. He told him this is a tree, this is a, okay, he didn't maybe tell him this is a
Mount,
pen, but he told him this is a pen, this is a glass, this is, okay, he didn't tell him
mountain.
that.
This.
Nouns are the names of everything in the world, and they can be personal nouns or general nouns. Right? Personal nouns are Hajer, Nakhlach, Ariam.
Mm.
Those are personal names, and those are also nouns. But we also have to have a name for this. If we don't have a name for this, we cannot say, give me the thing where I pour the coffee. We just say, give me a cup, right? Or
Yeah.
give me a pen. So everything that we call in a general name is a noun. But it's important to understand that also ideas are nouns, meaning, how can I say, it sounds abstract. If I say love, hate,
Desire.
knowledge, desire, idea, thought, those are also nouns. So literally everything that surrounds us, even what we think, what we feel, what we imagine, we have a name for it. So
Mm.
noun means name for a thing, for a person, for an animal, anything that surrounds us, okay? So this is what God taught Adam. The names of all things, God taught Adam nouns, basically, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So these are nouns. Nouns can be subjects or objects and some other parts, but subject is always can be a noun. So we say Hajer learns English.
Mm.
Hajer and English are
Noun.
nouns.
Yeah,
Even
a noun.
even English is a noun. Okay. This one is okay, easy. Any questions?
It's easy.
Yeah, this one is easy.
But how sometimes how can we define some strange nouns? I mean, because sometimes there is a nouns. It will be a verb and a noun at the same time.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
It's a good question, actually. It's a good question. Let's first say what is a verb then.
Okay.
What is a verb?
A verb, I think. Uh,
How
For
would you define it?
like
What's
for
that?
uh,
Oh, again, please. Nakhla, that was you?
like action like play.
Actions.
Yes.
Exactly, action. I thought you said it, but the voice was disappearing, so I wasn't sure. Action. Verb is action. So we have a name
mm,
and we have an action in a verb.
that
So
that
verb,
means it takes the part of activities or something.
exactly. But we have to be a little bit careful here.
Okay.
Verbs are actions. So
Verbs.
anything that moves around us. So these are names of things, but
Mm,
if they are doing something, the pen
verb.
is moving. It's a verb. Even though the
Mm,
pen is not really moving, the pen is being moved, but okay. Let's say that living things such as people and animals can do action. So this has a name. I'm waving, I'm talking, I'm blinking.
Mm.
Even just sitting here, I'm doing at least 20 activities, right? I'm waving, I'm talking, I'm blinking, I'm breathing, I'm sitting, I'm teaching,
Mm.
I'm thinking, I'm looking, I'm listening. Even just here, I'm
Communicating.
exactly, even just here, I'm
Mm.
doing a bunch of activities, right? Without
Okay.
even moving a lot. So, verb is action, right?
Okay.
But pay attention, sometimes, especially one verb is important, and I'm
Mm.
going to mark it in red. Verb be is very specific. Verb be, you don't have it, you don't use it actually in the same way we use it in English. In Arabic, you don't use verb be, but you all heard of verb be, correct?
Of course.
Yeah. And you know what it is, right?
Fair, I think is our
Yes.
Was, were, exactly. But
was where like that.
this is a very specific verb because this is one of the rare verbs that that's why it's special. This is maybe okay, I'm gonna exaggerate, but this is one verb that doesn't represent action. It's not active. Being, oh, it's okay, it's a philosophical verb. It is
It's
also
okay.
an action, but it's not. Because if I say I am a woman, I'm
Yeah.
not doing anything to be a woman, you know, understand? It's just my my being. I exist as a woman. I didn't
Yeah.
choose, I was born as a woman, right? So this is not activity per se. Okay, it's just I
Some
am a woman.
some something exists, you mean?
Exactly, existing, right? The same
Mm.
like we say
Something
this.
existing.
Exactly,
Mm.
existing as it is. It's like
Yeah.
this is a pen. This pen didn't have a choice but to be a pen. All
Yeah.
right, that's why I say it's philosophical. When you say it like that, it sounds like philosopher.
Like if we will say we are girls.
Girls, I am a teacher.
Mm.
We also use verb to be to describe emotions. If I say I am very tired, or you're very smart, or she is very beautiful, right? So these are just states. This exists in this way. So
Exists.
verb
Okay.
be is very specific. We will talk about it many, many times,
Mm.
but Saudi people are specific because you don't use it. If I understood correctly, my students, other students, you don't say I am Hajer in Arabic. You just say I Hajer, right?
Yes.
Originally in Arabic, yeah.
Mm.
So in English, many students,
Mm.
because you are not doing that for sure, but sometimes you might be doing. We will see it in the future. But verb
Mm.
be is in English very much in usage. We use it with adjectives and nouns. Remember that. Verb
Okay.
be,
Adjectives.
yeah, verb be can describe or define. Don't worry, we will repeat some of these things again and again. But verb
Yeah.
be can define or
Mm.
describe.
Describe.
Okay. When it's defining me as a person, like I said, and we use it with nouns. I am a woman. I am a teacher. I am, I don't know, well, mainly, I think that's it. Everything else, I'm
Mm.
describing myself, right?
Mm.
I don't know, I am tall, I am
Clever.
extremely clever, I am, like I said, tired, or so we can have like current emotions and general qualities, right? So I'm hardworking, I am very persistent, I'm ambitious, etc., etc.
Okay.
The important thing is to remember that verb be is specific. Okay, we will mention it many, many times, but generally, aside from that, all the other verbs are some kind of activity, some kind of movement, right? It's the wind is blowing, I'm running, she thinks, I watched a movie, I will watch a movie. So verbs are actions that depend on time. Okay, verb, as you know, can be in
Mm.
present, in the past, and in the future, right?
Mm. Up to the noun or up to the?
Sorry?
You told me. I mean, up to the noun, or it will be present or past. Up to what?
Up to verb.
Depend on. Up to verb.
Depends on verbs. Yeah. Okay. They talk about time, and the time depends on a verb, right?
Mm.
So I'll give you an example. So verb watch. I'm gonna give you a few sentences, right? Just to show you. I watch TV every day, right?
Yeah.
It's present simple. We're gonna talk
Present
about it.
simple.
Yeah, present simple. It's my routine, right?
Daily routine, that one.
Yeah. If I say I am watching TV now, it's present moment. Right?
Present moment, yeah.
Right now. Okay, now. Present moment. If I say I watched TV yesterday,
Past.
yeah, past.
Past simple.
Past simple. I was watching TV when the power went out. It's past continuous.
Past continuous.
I will watch TV later.
Future.
Future, right?
Yeah.
So here the subject is always the same. Subject is just I. It sounds like, yeah, right? So subject has nothing to do with it. The time is expressed using verb. We changed
Different ways.
different ways. We combined, we'll talk, well, most of our grammar will revolve around this. How to express specific times in English, okay? Watch, am watching, watched, was watching, will watch. So the base is always the same, watch, but we add ing, sometimes we add verb to be, sometimes we add different things, okay? So we express
Participle.
time with a verb, okay?
Okay.